trust anything I hear or anything at this point because I'm kind of brain dead right now.
Well, it wasn't just you this time.
So,
So it's a lot different. I mean, thing I saw is like a box art from a VHS tape now in big 24 by 36 size. Get a lot more of detail in the artwork now. It's like somebody spent some money to have a low budget movie poster made.
I still have a VHS tape around here somewhere. Betamax, actually.
Ooh.
Not VHS, Betamax. Because that's
Yeah.
what we had.
Yeah.
It's called The Complete Owl. A documentary and collection of music videos about Weird Al.
Cool.
Like his early stuff.
Oh yeah. I had his first album, still one of my favorites. Not only the ones that were obvious, parodies of songs like Another One Rides the Bus and My Bologna,
Yep.
but original stuff like the song Mr. Frump and the Iron Lung.
Oh yeah. He's got some really good original stuff. I think Albuquerque was original. That's a weird song.
Yeah.
And then of course there's his polkas, which are like the reverse of his regular parodies because he does the lyrics
original song, but polka
but
song
it's the
style. Yeah.
It's everything except for the lyrics that gets changed.
Right. I remember I had his album Polka Party.
I also like Polka Your Heart Out.
Hmm.
Ooh, what's that?
I think Polka Party is the one that had another of my favorite spoofs, Addicted to Spuds.
Might as well face it.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh shit, Simba, look out!
Wolf, run.
don't trot, run! Please!
Where? There's a cliff. Right, here we go.
Run that direction.
Run in a general that way direction.
And
As
so
they
walk
say.
this way, run this way!
Yes, run this way. Excuse me, please don't run me over. Here. Aha, I'm hiding amongst them now.
I'll never strike the thing.
Yak, yak, yak.
Quick, let's make sure all the Mufasas are out of the picture.
Yep. Mufasa.
Oh, that reminds me. At
Long
the
live the king.
Walmart, they got Last Airbender action figures. I know I saw Aang and Zuko figures, and they had oh god, why can't I remember the damn thing's name? The thing they rode on.
Yeah, the flying bison thingies.
Appa the flying bison, yeah.
Yeah, they had a Appa figure, and it looked like an Appa toy that the figures could ride on, and it looks amazing.
I may have been too slow, guys. Although, I still say that the Avatar movie did Zuko better, I think. I didn't find him very interesting in the anime as a character. But in the movie he was he really did the rage well. Also, I liked Aang's tattoo better in the movie.
Yeah, it was
Like rather than
very
just
elaborate.
being a straight, like, because I always thought it was weird in the anime. Like, why are people just drawing an arrow on people's heads? This is weird.
Well, I think.
But in the movie, it's like a collection of a whole bunch of glyphs that
that's
sort of
kind of what
aggregate
they
together
do.
in the shape of an arrow. That was cooler.
It actually looks like a tattoo. Instead
Yeah,
of
they
like
do.
someone just took they just have a rubber stamp in the temple and just, okay,
Yeah, like
hold still. There you
The
go.
movie, the movie had its flaws. Like, for some reason, when people were fighting, they just danced around a lot. But
But I do that a lot in like anything based on a comic or cartoon or video game. They will put a lot more detail into the costumes. That little
yeah,
waffle pattern we see in a lot of cartoon heroes' costumes now. And
you mean
heck, the Sonic
you mean the way that their costumes are made out of like hex shapes?
right instead of just straight up
Yeah,
spandex.
I hate
And
that actually. I don't like that.
and the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, I will say, it had a
Yeah,
lot more detail. Like all the, it's it had a like instead of just being big spines, each big spine was a
as
collection of smaller spines.
yeah, as much as people hated the original Sonic movie, Sonic character
Mm.
design, I thought it was all right.
Mm.
But
I've seen worse.
but
It looked a
the
little
redo
unnerving.
was definitely better, like or more accurate at least.
Hmm.
I
I really
mean,
liked
I have
the redo.
I know the pictures I've seen. I have not gotten to see the movie, which I really should. Just
I haven't
It's
seen it
good.
either, but I've seen clips.
Oh, have
I would like
any
to
of you seen
see.
the trailer for the new Resident Evil movie?
Yeah, it
No.
looks all right actually.
It looks alright, but the way that song they had playing in the background, I'm like, this is making me feel like some CW
Oh, that was a terrible
bullshit.
song.
That was a
There was-
terrible.
That was a terrible choice of song, but
Yeah.
it looks like it'll be all right. Although it looks like they're doing, looks like they're still doing an alternate version of the story, although closer than the movies previously were. But it looks like there's still some
they're-
either goofed up or made up details going on.
My only concern for it right now is, I mean, the CGI looks as good as I could expect for the budget that they had, but it's the pacing and the overall story because they're combining two games into one movie. And I'm like, how are you going to tell that much story in a 2-hour time frame?
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Mm.
Yeah.
Look at
I
this
was saying
bad
that
idea. Hang on.
The Machiruku
Yeah.
truly were master builders. I never would have thought I'd set foot in an actual Machiruku city. This is unbelievable. These buildings are massive. I always wondered what happened to the Machiruku.
Did you forget about the building you used to live in, Guy?
yeah.
I think you did.
I will
did,
say
yeah.
that the sequel coming out, and we're going to get Knuckles in that one. And I said, sometimes they will take an internet trope and stick it in a movie just for a laugh because everybody knows it. They did that in the third X-Men movie when the Juggernaut actually said, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch."
Yeah. Isn't
I
Knuckles
think
being
it's
played by Idris Elba or something like that?
Yes.
Yes. And I said,
That's going to be so weird.
I almost hope to hear Idris Elba say, "Do you know the way?"
I mean,
so.
it sounds weird, and I had actually forgotten what he sounded like. But then I went to go see the Harley Quinn movie, and I was like,
No, I'm sorry.
I could. Oh, it was actually really good. I enjoyed it.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it. I've just heard bad things, but
Which movie?
They had a new Harley Quinn movie, like
Oh.
the
the Fantabulous
second.
whatever.
No, it was
the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, the new Suicide Squad movie.
Oh yeah, he was great as Bloodsport.
Yeah.
When you said the Harley movie, I thought you meant the one that focused on her.
Birds of Prey
I mean-
is what they was thinking.
Yeah, Birds of Prey. That's the one.
Yeah, no.
I thought you
Oh,
meant
I
that
forgot.
one. That's the one I've heard bad things about.
I forgot that movie even existed.
I've tried to.
Mm.
I have not seen the new Suicide Squad, but I have heard good things.
Oh, I like it.
It's wonderful.
There's also a Suicide Squad game being made,
Yeah,
which I don't know much about. But
it's supposed to be.
maybe there's potential there. I don't know.
The trailer has them potentially going to fight Superman.
Well, I guess you want somebody expendable to do that, because that's not going to turn out
Yeah.
well.
I mean, the trailer I know has King Shark, Captain Boomerang, Harley, and Deadshot.
What a joke. All right, how are we going to take down Superman? With boomerangs. Give me
Points
a
for
break.
effort.
I never
Unless they're
thought
strapping
I'd
kryptonite to those
set an actual
boomerangs.
Machiruku city.
Hmm?
This is unbelievable.
But
These buildings are massive.
He's trying his
I
best.
always wondered what happened to the Machiruku.
Which isn't very good.
Hmm.
Alright, let's see what this one is.
They got to you. No, they're holding the soldiers back so you can escape.
Man, look at me. Playing rabble rouser and then running away while everybody else gets killed for me.
But I was just thinking for the first Sonic movie, I think I'd like to see it just to see how well Jim Carrey handled the character of Dr. Robotnik.
I mean, for what I've seen in the ads, he's basically Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
He seems
And then the
really
last part of the last part of the trailer has him actually looking more like Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah, I get the impression that this is supposed to be Robotnik's backstory, essentially. How he became Eggman, more or less.
Mm. I said I hope at some point he does go Pingus.
No.
Aw,
Hello, is her?
Pingus usual, I see.
Duck, duck, goose. Right, where am I taking this duck? Somewhere this way, I guess. Yeah, like I've never really been a Sonic fan, but the movie does look pretty fun.
I was telling people I didn't
Might be
play.
better than the games.
I didn't really play any Sonic. Never owned a Sonic game, and I had a Sega Genesis.
I played 1 and 2, and I kind of got bored.
They asked, "You ever played Sonic, but you had a Genesis? What'd you play?" I said, "Earthworm Jim."
What'd you play? Good games.
Yeah, I played Earthworm Jim. I had the port for Captain America and the Avengers, which was also one of my favorite arcade games.
That reminds me of the arcade game X-Men Beat 'em Up, which
Oh hell yeah!
had one of the best lines ever when Magneto told you, "Welcome to die." Good translation job there, guys.
Well, I don't know. It was in the Captain America and the Avengers when the Mandarin had the best line delivery. His like, "See my power." That's like, well,
much
okay
better.
then.
That's a much better line than, well, more accurately translated line than "Welcome to die."
I know, but it's just
which
the
is
delivery.
hilarious unintentionally.
Welcome to
yeah.
die.
Yep.
I guess better than all your base are belong to us.
Oh God, yeah, I remember that.
It's a classic. But hey, it's
I
still
remember
spawned one of the best most nerdy Valentine's cards ever.
Yeah.
Where it had, instead of like roses are red, violets are blue, the words red and blue were replaced by the hex code that corresponds to the colors red and blue.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
And then it said, "All of my base are belong to you."
No, jeez.
And I was like, that's actually very sweet in a nerdy way.
I didn't even know that until about that game and that line until way later. Now I have had one good example that I actually seen was I played the original Metal Gear on the NES, and I suppose when you're transitioning one scene, you get into a truck and then you go somewhere, and the line, "Uh-oh, the truck have started to move."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
A little English.
Indeed. That's why sometimes I post screenshots from, I've talked before about the Shin Megami Tensei 5 Daily Demon announcements.
Oh boy.
And,
Yeah, there's supposed to be new Shin
there's this
against that.
Hold on, there's this news channel I like to watch that, at the end of their news show, they will watch one or two of the Daily Demon announcements, and they'll put on, like, they'll specifically watch it in the Japanese version of the video, but then they'll turn on the automatic translation that Google does at the bottom.
Right.
And just sit back and enjoy the pure silly English that comes out of it. And sometimes I post those in the in Kai's Discord shit posting. Because they're such gibberish sometimes.
Oh man. But yeah, I heard there's gonna be a new Shin Megami Tensei game.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, that looks cool. Wish somebody had
I am kind of mind-boggled by it because while I love the Persona games, which are a Shin Megami Tensei spin-off,
Oh yeah.
the main series, I haven't played the main series, but the art style is so weirdly different from Persona. Like, Persona is so creative and beautiful, but I find the mainline series artwork to be really weird and ugly. I really don't like it, but I love Persona.
I also saw a new Samurai Warriors game. That looked good.
I don't know. I'm still salty about how Dynasty Warriors 9 turned out.
Mm.
Didn't they do a 10 that was back to the good versions again?
No.
No?
Last Warriors game I remember was last year's
Dynasty Warriors, I think,
Hyrule
was the last
Warriors.
one. Oh, they did. Oh, that's right. They did Hyrule Warriors. Yeah. Well, they did Dynasty Warriors last year. Actually, I wonder if they've done any more games because I haven't followed them since the whole Dynasty Warriors 9 finagle.
Have you ever checked out the spin-off, like, Dynasty Warriors style games that are based on other franchises like Dragon Warrior and Hyrule Warrior? AKA Dynasty Warriors, but Zelda?
I've seen gameplay of it, but I haven't played it myself.
Yeah, that's where I am. Although the newest Hyrule Warriors one was called Age of Calamity, that's based on the Breath of the Wild universe. It looks neat. I haven't played it, but I like the visuals and everything.
Yeah. There's also the Sengoku Basara series, which I don't know.
I don't know anything about that.
That one was same kind of like style.
Let's cutscene here for a second.
Yep.
Aw.
Is he stuck?
Poor little pupper.
No.
You always were good with animals, weren't you?
It's a strange lifting technique, but maybe she's using her knees as like a sort of fulcrum or something.
Maybe.
Yeah. I guess that could work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, basically, Sengoku Basara is Capcom's answer to the Dynasty Warriors games. It's a hack and slash.
Hold on.
Thought it was over. Sorry.
Nope. They just got quiet for a bit.
Yeah.
Thanks for saving my kid. Okay. I think that's it. Unless the light ball has anything to say.
Seems you made a friend.
He did.
So I'm looking over to the Samurai
Hold
side.
on.
I might. Oh.
Okay, sorry. It was actually done. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I was just like checking like when the last Warriors game came out, and I see Samurai Warriors 5, kind of almost like a reboot of the entire Samurai Warriors series, and it focused on Nobunaga Oda. I'm like, I might actually buy that because Nobunaga Oda was why I even bothered with those games in the first place. Aside
The
from
historical figure right there.
Yeah.
I really like how they portrayed him in the Neo games, actually.
In the Samurai Warrior, at least the first 4 Samurai Warriors games, they portrayed him as kind of a very villainous character, Which I guess fits because they did the same thing with Southside with Dynasty Warriors, except for
Most games that have him in them portray him as a villain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Neo didn't, though.
It looks like 5 has him as like the main protagonist of the series, as opposed to
That's cool.
Yeah, like it focuses on his rise to power and eventual downfall at Mitsuhide, his general, who backstabs and kills him.
Yeah, that's why. They mentioned Sengoku Basara. That's basically Capcom's version of Samurai Warriors, and like most of them, Nobunaga is the main villain of the series. Now, Sengoku Basara also has I've watched the anime series based on it, which I liked a lot. There's manga, anime, there's a trading card game. There's a lot of tie-in stuff for that, and it's been around since 2005.
Yeah, because the main problem I had with Samurai Warriors 4 is that like its main focus was on all the events leading up to Battle of Sekigahara, which is where the Tokugawa took over Japan and ruled it until like the 1800s. But Nobunaga felt like a side character, like he was not important to the story at all. And
I like how I'm doing this slow walk. I'm not touching anything. I'm just like it's slow.
It's for dramatic purposes.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this cutscene.
Remarkable. It must have taken ages to build this.
I should check to see if I forget exactly what they called it, but the Dragon Warrior franchise.
We did. It seems they weren't quite able to finish it. What do you think happened?
The Dragon Warrior franchise version of the Dynasty Warriors games. I should see if that's on Game Pass. So if so, I might give it a try. I've never played any of those kinds of games, so I don't know if I want to spend money on it. But if it's on Game Pass, I could just play it. I love Game Pass. It's giving me a chance to play a few games that I might not have played otherwise, such as Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah.
Which has its ups and downs. I'm glad I didn't buy it, but I'm kind of enjoying playing it, without having to actually buy it.
Oh, as we were talking about a second ago, comic movies that disappointed. Talking, of course, about the Birds of Prey movie. Has anybody seen the Black Widow movie?
No, but I want to.
I hear they really dropped the ball, well, in the end, on the Taskmaster character.
I've heard that, but I haven't seen a single movie since COVID started.
Actually, I haven't either, so I think about it.
I'm not going into a theater until COVID is confirmed to be over and we don't have to have masks anymore ever.
Yeah.
I went and saw.
I think it's gonna. Sorry, Blast. I was gonna finish my thought. I think COVID will one day end up basically the same as the flu, where we get boosters every year. But other than that, it's not a big deal. But until we get there, I'm not going into the movie theater.
I've been in twice to movies, and usually there weren't a lot of people there, so no problem social distancing there. But let's see, I went and saw The Suicide Squad in the theater, and I saw Godzilla vs. Kong in the theater.
Yeah. I didn't really have any interest in that movie, honestly.
I like giant monster movies, and I figure if I'm going to see it, I'm going to see it on the big screen.
I saw the last Godzilla movie before that one. It was all right.
I kind of like some people were complaining about, well, that's it's like, it's a giant monster movie. You expect it? I don't know. Some guy is saying he got some streaming package mainly because this had a bunch of Kurosawa movies on it. But he said, well, let's watch this, and he was found all this stuff that thought was stupid and didn't make sense. I said, it's a Godzilla. It's a giant monster movie. Were you expecting a Kurosawa movie?
Yeah. My only complaint about it was a lot of it focused on like the story of like just a certain individual human. And
Well, they kind of do
hold on,
that.
hold on. I'm not done. And my point about that is that that individual human they focused a lot of the movie on was a really boring character.
No.
I like the idea of it focusing on a human's perspective of the whole thing, but
Yeah.
the guy was just boring.
Yeah, I did like
Other
the
than that, I
villain.
thought the movie was okay. I liked that character's dad. I just didn't like the guy himself. He
Yeah.
was super bland.
I did like when the villain got off, and then the one guy was like, "Dang, I kind of want to hear the rest of that."
Yeah.
Only comment I make.
Meow.
Cut off mid villain rant.
Yeah, that's no
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I put him back downstairs and he's fussing.
Oh
What's they
dear.
doing?
Hey, Mama.
You killed my new wolf friends.
How dare!
Dick. I hate you,
How-
Dad.
How
But
very
your little
dare.
friend. Look,
Aw,
he made it.
orphaned little pupper.
Poor thing. Look at you two.
I hate you, Dad. You suck. Yeah, alright. Let's go down here. Oh. Collectible, that's what. Right now, where the hell do I go? Oh, can I go through the barrier now? Burb! It's burb o'clock.
The Angry Burbs.
Burb.
Let me see.
Flappy burb.
I think that's where it came from initially, maybe?
Burbity
There's a barrier
bobbity
somewhere, and
boo.
I'm trying to remember where it was. Sorry, what's that, Luca?
Burbity bobbity boo.
Yes.
Hey, baby Bobby Boo.
There we go. We should redo that movie, but they're all anthros.
Jeez.
And that character can be a burb.
Burb.
Oh, there's a shiny legendary goat over there. I collect the shiny Pokemans.
Pokemans.
Yeah. No, what are you doing? No, I didn't tell you to. No, what are you doing? I did not tell you to nosedive. What the fuck? Ah,
Buddy.
Why you would do the
invisible
thing
wall
that
or
you would do?
I think there's an invisible wall. Because he just takes a sudden nosedive when he hits a certain point. Alright, let's swap to one of these.
Okay.
Hmm?
Okay.
Hey.
What's up?
I said
What's that?
okay.
Sorry,
Sorry, you can't hear me over little Mr. Loudmouth.
can't hear him at all, actually.
Surprising.
Not right now. Also, it's too bad that during the time you let him out, he didn't come and say hello.
He was sitting in my lap for a little bit.
So now that I've got 3 out of 6 legendary animals, I just got an achievement called Shine, Shine, Sunshine.
Oh, jeez.
A little redundant.
Yeah. But yeah, why can't he meow and say hello to us when he's sitting in your lap? That's no fun.
Because he's happy and comfortable. He's only screaming because he's just
Yeah. Sometimes some cats can be mouthy even when they're happy, though.
But yeah, Momo was just down here and ran back upstairs, so that was a fight avoided.
That's good.
The kitten is more like, oh hey, other cat, and
The other cat's like, who the
and
hell
just
are you? Go away, this is my place.
and Momo is literally chasing him around and smacking at him, hissing at him, and
Yeah,
carrying
Momo's like,
on
this
and
is my
being a
human,
bully.
go away. Stop stealing my affection.
You're in the wrong side of the litter box, Holmes.
Yep.
And Momo's back down here again, and currently hissing at the door.
He doesn't like change.
I don't think he
I'll get
likes
used to each
other
other.
cats.
Doesn't like change. Is he the conservative cat?
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Momo, stop hissing.
Mm.
You know, you'd actually be intimidating if you didn't look like a naked rat.
I don't know. I've seen some of those cats that look pretty intimidating
Yeah.
when they get like that really pissed off look on their face.
Yeah.
Momo's trying, but it's yeah.
Oh, so I finally ended up finishing that that Pathfinder game last night. That new one that came out recently.
Mhm.
That was a long game, but it was really good. One of these days I need to do another playthrough and see if I can do the Swarm That Walks playthrough. See what playing through the game as a living swarm of hive mind locusts is like. That probably takes some adjustment for a mind, you know. You're born human and then you become a swarm of locusts later.
Yeah.
That's how I'm reincarnated as a swarm of locusts.
Kind
Oh,
of.
jeez.
The new anime.
And there was the time that I.
It's one of the very evil playthroughs that you can do. As you basically try to eat the world.
You say evil, but I heard the word fun.
It does look pretty fun, actually. You can also be a lich or a demon, but I feel
Nice.
like being the living swarm is probably more interesting.
Let's please.
It's at least going to have the most weird effects on your playthrough, I'm sure.
I got 99 problems, but a lich ain't one.
Although I'm going to do I have a weird alternate lich playthrough idea, because what they do is they have this thing in the game called Mythic Paths, which is where you're slowly evolving into some sort of greater magical being, like a demon or an angel or a lich or a swarm of locusts. But hold on, but
Yeah.
The lich, they have them set up in a way that they try to make it so that no matter what you choose, it should work well with whatever class you chose.
Yeah.
So the lich is not the liches are typically spellcasters, but they have it set up so that it can work with other kinds of classes as well. And one of the things it does is it adds like negative energy damage to unarmed attacks. So it's like, what if I play a monk and I'm just like punching people with necrotic energy? It'd be like an evil necro monk.
Beating them up with your lich foo.
I just hope
that
there's
could be interesting.
I just hope there's really good drops when you defeat one of those, because lich better have my money.
I mean, they typically liches collect magical items, so.
Yeah.
Which are worth good
Come
money.
on, lich better.
Oh,
have
it was
my money.
it was a good joke.
I know, it's just. I love that song. I remember this is back in college, and there's one hangout. They had that on the jukebox, and people would play it all the time.
I like it.
They destroyed my missile turret, so I blew up their spaceship.
Coming
Run.
through.
Poof!
Beep, mofo.
Bull. The Schlitz malt liquor bull. Boom.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Oh, God. That stuff still exists. I don't even know.
No idea. I can't stand malt liquor, though.
The last malt liquor I ever had, because somebody was saying that it's actually good, was it Mickey's?
I don't know.
Mickey's Big Mouth. And I remember during college, at the time I drank Colt 45 because you could get a 24 case for cheap. And I tried it. It's like, okay, it's not bad. And in fact, I remember my dad came over one time, opened the fridge and saw the Colt 45, and he's like, "Boy, is it that bad?" I was like, "No, it's actually pretty tasty."
I haven't tried Colt 45 specifically, but I tried some other sort of malt drink at one point that I thought was nasty.
Now, hey, if you try one of them, whatever hard seltzers now, that's pretty much what you're drinking. Is
God, since you said Colt 45, I'm not thinking of the damn old-ass rap song. Colt 45, 2 zigzags, smoking that bowl of weed, or however the fuck that song goes. I don't know if any of you heard it. It's an old fucking rap song. Like, I think it's from like the early 2000s.
Oh, it's rap. I thought you were talking about music. Sorry, my mistake.
Yeah, my nephew got to go to this con
Hey,
that I didn't.
Some rap's good. Okay, some rap's pretty good.
Yeah, very rarely though.
I mean, it's like country music. You gotta fish for the good shit.
I guess that happens to a lot of genres, though. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, rap. I think rap and country. I think both collectively have gotten worse. Like they were really good in the '90s and 2000s, but as of like 2010, they both gone to shit.
It is.
It's mostly because they do this like pop thing with it now. Like it's not about the rap or the country music or anything like that. It's about fame and it's about selling an image, more or less.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much rap that's just untalented people bragging about how much money they have and how many bitches they have, and just dumb shit like that.
And shortly thereafter, they're trying to do something to make money back because they lost it all.
There was this. It's a 3-man rap group. They made their debut song was actually talking shit about these guys that talk about how much money they have, how many bitches they get, all that. And they're like, you know, what happened to when rap was about the lyrics, about telling a message, telling a story? And I'm like, thank you, exactly, because that's what it was supposed to be.
I like those guys already.
I tell you what's funny is I watch reaction videos to people now basically watching or listening to Beastie Boys. Because younger people now, they think, oh, white people rapping, that can't be any good, and they listen to them, and they're blown away. Hey, I like the Beastie Boys.
I don't
care for them. I mean, I don't hate them, I don't dislike them, just don't make
it's hit or miss. I like Insane in the Brain. That's a fun song.
That's Cypress Hill.
Oh, okay. Is it Beastie Boys that does Intergalactic? Or is that also Cypress Hill?
That's Intergalactic.
Okay,
that's Beastie Boys.
Intergalactic is trash.
I mean, they did songs like "So What You Want," "Root Down," "Sure Shot." Of course, you know they first hit the scene with a different song. He wasn't really quite rap then. Was "Fight for Your Right to Party."
Oh, that's a good song.
Yeah,
that's Beastie Boys.
I like that song.
That was kind of their intro, and they were trying. It's like, well, people ain't gonna think rap was gonna go over that well, so they mostly try to put in rock mixed over it.
Of course, my favorite rapper ever is a middle-aged British gentleman, Mr. B, the Gentleman Rhymer. He's fucking incredible. With hit songs such as "Damn It Feels Good to Be a Chap."
Nice.
If you guys haven't heard that, look it up later. It's excellent.
There was one indie rapper. I don't think he made anything of a name for himself because I haven't seen any of this stuff like YouTube first started. But he made a song called "Nobody Cares," and it like that 3-man group I mentioned earlier. He's talking shit about all these like rappers that were born with a silver spoon up their ass, as opposed to like the ones like that
Had to earn it.
grew up poor, made their rights to fame with their actual lyrical talent, and basically saying like how you're an insult to these guys because they built the foundation that you're sitting there clapping your hands over, making all your money. Like they paved the way for you to sit there and listen to you talk your shit about how much money you make or how many cars you have. So it's like you're a pretender, you're fake. Shut the hell up. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened to Pupper?
Don't know. Are we going hungry? I guess there's
The
not a lot
Hunger
of food
Games.
in
You were
this
doing
snowy
this for
area.
her, weren't you?
Why are we
Yeah.
going through this snowy
Wait.
area anyway?
You wanted revolution. She didn't. She wanted them to understand. That's what you were doing now. Trying to lead them to understand. By showing them the past. That dagger. I remember that emblem. But that must mean I'm a Tavo. I'm your father.
So you weren't the Emperor then?
I'm the one who ordered your home to be burned down. The one who killed the woman you loved. Wait.
Oh, you're kind of a shit dad, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Wolf!
Oh,
Fuck you,
jeez.
Dad.
Badness.
Hey! Please! Where are you?
Voice acting is not good.
Most of them has been pretty good, but that part was a little silly.
Yeah, I was about to say like I was like thinking like the voice acting wasn't that bad up until like Wolf. Wait,
Wolf.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know, I swear. I'm a terrible person.
Yep.
No, I don't
Yes.
deserve your forgiveness.
Well, first step is admitting you have a problem.
Yeah.
What was that anime series about the wolves?
I
You're gonna need to be more specific, friend.
Yeah.
Like wolves, they're like wolves that turn into people. I want to say it's not that long ago, but now I think about it, God, it's almost been 20 years since that thing.
I don't know.
God damn it. Google.
But this is the opposite. I'm a person who turned into a wolf.
Wolf anime. No, it's not Princess Mononoke. Wolf's Reign.
Oh,
yeah.
I've heard of it.
I haven't. That's not surprising, though.
Year was that? Oh, it's 03
Oh,
and
fuck.
04. No wonder. God, that is. when you tell
So
somebody,
20
oh,
years,
it was
we were
only.
pretty much right.
When you tell a person, oh, it was only, that was only this long ago, he says, somebody says, you realize that was 20 years now. It's like,
It came out the other day.
Yeah, indeed.
You realize how much you've been through.
Yep. Hello, Father.
Hello, mother. Camp Granada.
Get him, pupper.
Now it's the bited balls.
Aw,
Oops, maybe not.
you had him.
Just come with me already! What are you trying to prove? You've lost! Accept it!
I don't accept anything! It's your fault! All of it!
Kalani, stop!
Are you too afraid to open your eyes for once?
Stop!
Blindly following orders. Look around you!
Kalani, stop it!
Oops.
Kalani!
This is Sparta. Oh.
Man, this guy fucks up everything, doesn't he?
Yep, he seems to do that a lot, it looks like.
I mean, I was gonna say he pushed the situation too far, but be a little on the nose.
But big oof there, Luca. Big oof. He burned it. He burned my wife to death. He pushed me off a cliff.
He crashed his car into a bridge. He don't care. That was it.
He tried to kill him with a forklift.
Why specifically a forklift?
You had to have been. That was an old Mystery Science Theater 3000 joke, and I think somebody did try to run somebody over with a forklift, and for some reason they're going along with the dramatic music. And he tried to kill him with a forklift.
I need to rewatch those. Oh my god, it's been so long since I watched those.
Yeah, the original one. The new batch was kind of like.
Hold on.
eh.
Hold on. You guys gotta pay attention to the screen share.
Yep. There is indeed a stream going on.
Yeah.
So that's how I died, but how did he die? Is he gonna take his own life after this?
He kneeled before the forklift that said, "Take me."
What have I done? Forklift. Forklift me up to heaven.
Forgive me, forklift, for I have sinned.
reminds me of this meme I saw where there's this woman acting provocatively in the confession booth, and she's like, "I've been naughty, Daddy," and he says,
The
"It's
last
supposed to be
time.
forgive me, Father, for I have sinned." You're saying,
Oh
it
yeah,
wrong.
You stop that.
kind of like the guy telling about some kind of sexual adventure he had, and the father was like, "It sounds like you enjoyed it, house. All right, why are you telling me?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm telling everybody."
Oh, Blast, have you watched Konosuba?
No,
I
I've
need
heard
to
of
watch
it.
that.
There's
I
a meme I've seen of it where it's Aqua, she's the blue-haired girl, and like the main dude's like confessing, and she's like, "Tell me your sins, my child," and then he says like, "I actually enjoyed Redo of Hero," and then she's like, "Wait, what?" So, or no, not Redo of Hero, Redo of Healer. Redo of Healer is a very
yeah, very rapey.
oh yeah.
And It's a Gundam was talking about that when he had a discussion with that Star Wars girl, and he said, "Find that there's a lot more women seem to like that than men." And he says,
I mean,
like,
there was some outrage over that anime. There was actually some outrage over Goblin Slayer too.
"Oh yeah, well that was just the very first episode. After that,
After that, it got pretty tame. Yeah.
Rito Healer stayed on that tangent, as and like that Star Wars girl trying to argue, well, it's about revenge, or it's just mainly about rape."
I mean, I think the idea is that everybody in that show is an asshole, and you're not supposed to really like any of them.
Yeah.
Mm.
I only I haven't watched any anime. Well, I've now one manga series that I've been following. I'm up to volume 7 now. Is Hell's Paradise. That is a fucking great series.
I just want to say, like, this isn't my kind of game, but I'm really enjoying like the cutscene cinematography.
Yeah.
I killed you.
Who-
Wolf. I don't know what to say.
As far as the gameplay goes, it's practically a walking simulator, but it's very
Yeah.
pretty, and the story has been pretty well told.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't pop in your VC when you were playing this. I think it was the night before last.
Yes, it was.
But I caught a little bit of you playing this. Like I had you on as like background noise while I was doing some StarCraft shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this game looks pretty. Not my kind of thing, but it looks pretty.
Well, I like doing a game like this now and again, as long as the story is good.
Hmm.
Although you don't really know that ahead of time in a lot of cases, but it turned out pretty well.
I mean, I'm more so here for the company than I am for whatever game you're playing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I try to make both good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say you
Oh.
pick good games.
Hello, Eel.
I avoid games that I don't think look like they'll be fun, you know?
Fair enough.
Sometimes you can't tell, and I've had to abort on things, but...
Okay, maybe not an eagle. Condor?
Condor-ish.
Hmm.
But, yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's Condor-ish.
Yeah, it's like because it's got no feathers on its head. It's gotta be a condor.
It's
I hope
interesting.
you can forgive me, Kalani.
Cutscene.
I would understand if you just leave me here. I don't deserve the City of Light. I don't deserve you.
It's interesting because at first it seemed like they were just using made-up animals, but so far they've all turned out to be animals that actually exist and just are more obscure ones that most people haven't heard of, like the weird maned wolf thing that looks like a fox, and the weird armadillo digging things. So this is probably a real bird.
I want to be a real bird.
Verb.
All right, Mickey.
Verb is the verb.
Oh,
Ho ho!
yuck!
Oh dear.
Mm,
Gorsh.
okay, Toaster.
Isn't it weird how a SquareSoft Disney collaboration actually turned out to be a great idea?
Yeah. Oh,
was such
that reminds.
Kingdom Hearts was such a weird idea, but it was a great game series.
I remember the part where we're introduced to in the first Kingdom Hearts to Mickey and Donald Goofy's characters,
Mm-hmm.
and when they drop the launcher and you hear the Goofy scream, it's like, all right, we're in for a treat.
Yes. Oh,
Speaking of that, now this is one. At work, the break room's usually on MeTV, which is a big nostalgia TV channel.
mm-hmm.
And there's an episode of Maverick, and there's one fight, 19, I think this early 60s Western series, and at one point, during a fight scene, some guy gets thrown through a window, and there's a Wilhelm scream. I said, dang, it's been around that long, huh?
Oh, it's an old thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Wilhelm Scream's been around since like the 70s.
Well, this was in
Earlier.
the 60s.
No, it came from a black and white movie.
Yeah.
I mean, because the first
I
time
think-
I ever heard the Wilhelm Scream was
or just after Black and White
A New
movie.
Hope.
No, people have figured out exactly what movie it came from.
1951 Distant Drums.
That's the one. That's the movie it originated from.
And there's a picture of the guy screaming, ooh, from getting an arrow in the leg.
I mean, I guess his name was Wilhelm.
I would scream like that if I got,
And yes, his name was Wilhelm, actually. Yes.
yeah.
That is why they call it that.
Yep.
I don't know if it was the character or the actor, though.
A stock sound effect used in the 51 of the movie Distant Drums, particular recording of a scream, has been used by sound effects teams in over 80 films. It is probably one of the most well-known cinematic sound cliches.
I don't know if I'm supposed to keep going forwards or down under the cloud line or what.
As much as the cat screech whenever.
Huh?
Oh, you always hear something happen, especially if something crashes
you
or
should
falls
get back
over, and
down
you hear a
there.
little that goes
Oh, yeah,
along with it.
The loud cat meow, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I was supposed to do that. Also, hello, Burnswell, and what you just said describes most animals, really. At least animals that aren't herbivores, anyway.
Mm.
Life exists by destroying other life.
Hmm.
Meow.
Mhm.
Check this place out.
That looks like a whisper stone.
It's not saying anything.
Mhm.
This part could be its own chill stream. It pretty much is.
Is that...
No.
Oh, is this my grave? Where's the little pupper?
I remember now. I gave you a funeral here. I know you didn't believe in the ritual, Kalani, but this meant a lot to me. Kalani, I finally realized what you were trying to tell me with all this. Why you brought me here. I was wrong about it all. I've always been. It was never you who needed guidance to the City of Light, was it?
Well, that means Kai was right.
Hmm.
Kai predicted
I'm
this.
the lost Ember.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see this? Do you know what this means? That's the City of Light. It has to be. Am I invited in?
No, they're just showing it to you to tease you.
Hmm.
Come on.
You know, normally I'd do a break right now, but I think this is the end, so let's just go for it. I still think it's pretty weird that in the Aztec afterlife you turn into a British person.
It's some kind of fate, alright. So it's suddenly British.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Then again, maybe they just did that to throw us off, right? So you wouldn't
Maybe.
recognize the voice from the visions. What do people living in a city of light do all day other than go blind?
Hmm.
It's a good question, Burnswell.
City.
BRB.
I
Okay.
Hmm.
But you know you're not supposed to be up on the table.
At least you won't leave any fur on it.
True.
Says who? You're not a boss, I mean.
Momo makes the rules here.
What's it? Dogs have owners, cats have staff.
No, no!
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wait! What just happened?
You broke heaven.
Wasn't that the City of Light? I don't understand. Maybe
You are yet unworthy.
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe there isn't even such a thing. Maybe this whole idea. Who even needs it anyway? If there's one thing I learned, it's that you and me, Wolf, that's really all I needed. What? Kalani? But I...
Magic missile.
Ooh, I was about to say. Lightning attack. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Oh.
So I just popped into this freaking country bar, and the first word I heard the radio playing was shotgun. I'm like, that's the most American thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
Wolf.
the real treasure was the friendship we made along the way.
Yeah. Friendship is magic.
Oh,
wolf,
so-
not a pony.
So there was a meme that I'm in the process of making, and it's based on Ruby, and there's a grand total of 5 T-sets that they break, and I'm like, it's not about the friends we made or the friends we lost, but the T-sets we destroyed.
There was a great web comic. I think the person who made it stopped making it, doing other stuff now, but it's called Manly Guys Doing Manly Things. It was a great series. And I don't know how legal some of her stuff. She'd use characters from like comics and video games and stuff. Like she had Kratos and she had Ganondorf as one of the characters. And it's going on like a damn kid always breaking my pots.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Excuse me.
Yep.
No,
Nice one.
not bad.
I could do better.
I give it
Yeah,
a
I
6
give it
out
a-
of 10.
I was gonna say, I think I'll give it a 6 out of 10 as well. You should hear my friend. You should hear my friend Megan's version. She sounds like fucking like Godzilla with those bastards.
Nice.
She's like super cute and all this other shit, and you just hear her burp. It's just like, what the fuck?
Sounds like me after a 2-liter of root beer.
I like this combination. Tiny
So-
cute girls that belch like huge men. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Yeah, I was.
Not cute.
I think we were in high school and having lunch together, and like I just heard her let out this belch. Like everybody was like, "Wills was like staring at her." I'm like, I have the most confused boner right now.
Remember, I don't know if you remember, there used to be these ads or some shampoo or some model saying, "Don't hate me because I'm beautiful." I remember this lady comedian started her act, "Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Love me because I can belch out Stairway to Heaven."
And throw up about throw up at about half of the song.
Well, true. That was a,
You do that too much, that will happen.
yeah.
It's a given.
It's like if you try
Also,
to
that
fart
first
for
lady
too
though, it's
long,
like I don't hate you because you're beautiful. I hate you because you're a narcissistic bitch.
Yeah, that was
Nice.
another comedian's comeback to that. Yeah. I'm sure she didn't write the line, but
I probably did. Comedians usually stand-up
No,
comedians
I'm
usually do
talking
their own
about
stuff.
the actual model who said that line in the commercial. He probably
Oh,
did.
the commercial. Okay, yeah.
Probably a guy wrote it.
Who knows?
Mm.
Could have been anybody.
It could have been me. It could have been you.
The late Norm Macdonald made some joke about women, and people boo and said, "Yeah, anybody booed that? That joke was written by a woman." Yeah, now you don't know how to react.
It could have been Momo who wrote it, and he doesn't even have thumbs.
I don't care who wrote it. I'll boo it no matter what.
Oh, I know, but Norm
Yeah.
was always good with the zinger at the audience. Whenever they'd boo at something, they'd say, "Oh yeah, well how about this?"
No, actually, Norm Macdonald did some pretty good stand-up, but I never really liked him on Saturday Night Live.
On the Weekend Update, there were certain members of the cast, they were strictly there for the Weekend Update. Him and Dennis Miller were both like that.
I really did not like Norm Macdonald's Weekend Update at all, but I liked Dennis Miller quite a bit. And also the guy in between them, was it Phil Hartman, I think?
I don't remember. Kevin Nealon did for a while.
Kevin Nealon, that was him.
Yeah.
He did a really good Weekend Update.
Colin Quinn's Weekend Updates were
I haven't
interesting.
Seen it. It was, well, I stopped watching entirely during the Norm Macdonald Weekend Update days. Not because of him and strictly, but just because that era of Saturday Night Live was just bland and boring.
I haven't watched SNL in such a long time.
Yeah, I haven't either. I haven't watched it since the Kevin Nealon days.
The last time I watched it was just because it was on and I was watching Weekend Update. None of the jokes were working for me until one of them told a joke. And this was about the time that Playboy magazine was going to stop putting pictures of nude women in their magazine. I was like, really? That was the point of it. Anyways, and he said, they're going to stop putting pictures of nude women. Cat Fancy, on the other hand, still straight pussy.
Hey, everybody bought the Playboy magazines for the articles, okay?
Not me. I got it for the pictures of naked women. I remember I did that turnaround joke when this was after Jesse Ventura, when he was governor of Minnesota, had some controversial interview and everybody's talking in Playboy magazine. They're trying to say, I don't know. I just said, I don't know. I just get Playboy for the pictures of naked women.
I mean, look, it's the pages that have the articles on them that have the sticky pages on them.
Holy wall of text, Batman! Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
I guess these are people who money to the game.
Yeah, I think these are the backers.
Yeah.
I guess see FIRR 2 exclamation points. Fur.
I also saw a gray foxy in here, which was fitting.
A lot of Johns.
Very
That's
common
what she
name.
said.
It is a very common name.
Now, I will say this was the funniest one. This was another Mystery Science Theater 3000 joke. When this opening credits of this movie went on forever, one was just a big wall of names there. And one of them goes, all right, this is an I can't pay you, but I'll put your name in the credits type movie. I see.
Yeah. I like the one, though, I noticed that there was three almost identical names in a row. It was Kiki, and then Kiki Bear.
I say Johannes Jet. Juan Fernando Carpio Tobarzuya.
So if there's 3 Kikis, would it call him a trifiki? A trikiki?
Yes.
A triki?
Very tricky.
Kevin Creature with a K.
The Kiki Trinity.
Two Lexors. Lexi Van
Mud
D.
Knight, that's kind of cute. It's a good pun.
There she is.
Hey.
We have come back to the best part.
A wild guy appeared.
The backers list. By the way, Kai, you might be interested in knowing your theory was 100% correct.
Nice.
Glowball was the last Ember, and we were guiding him.
Nice.
Well.
Awesome.
Although we were partially wrong about his identity. He was one of the two. He was one of the 2 people I predicted, but he was not the Emperor. He was actually our father.
No.
Ooh.
And he's the one that
Well,
told us.
Well, Bernsey, I don't think is there a Playboy anywhere. They're trying to stage a comeback, and to do that, they showed some guy, a male model, wearing the Playboy bunny outfit.
Yeah.
Simon Creep Lange. Skull Guarded Scully.
I see. Space
Although,
Bean.
come to think of it, we never found out how
Sticky
Glowball
Llama.
/ our father died. We don't know how he died.
Team Derp.
That
No
wizard
idea.
over there. I like that.
Three-Eyed Rat.
That's
Tony Robertson. My relative is in here.
He may have just ended up dying of old age.
Varg. Oh no, Varg's
Maybe
in
like
there.
could have been any number of things that they never told us.
Violetta Vuku Brat. I like that name.
Willow Hammermuller? Mueller?
Mm.
Hammermuller?
Schlon.
I did.
Schlon.
Oh,
Sorry, my inner 12-year-old's thinking Schlong instead of, yeah.
Hammermuller sounds like a wrestler.
Does.
It does
Definitely
a little
does.
bit, yeah.
All right, well, that was a little journey there.
Yeah, it's kind of, you know what? I know it's different, but it kind of had a little Ori type feel to it.
Emotion-wise, in a way.
Yes, definitely. That's what,
All right,
that's
let's take a
what
look
I
at some
meant.
of the fan art and stuff now that we've beaten the game and won't be
Yes.
risking spoilers.
Hits
Ooh,
you right in the feels.
Yeah.
Oh, I liked that one.
This one?
Yes, the detail
pretty
on
good.
that.
Yeah. I really like this one too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that one's good. More
That one's
cartoony,
cute.
but
I like that.
it's got some real emotion in it. Like
Yeah.
like the expression on that face. Ooh, that's a good background one.
Yeah.
It
That's one
looks
of my
like a game,
favorites,
and
too.
I would totally play it like that.
Yeah, I think this is
Concept?
Okami too.
Ah.
I was trying to remember the
That's
name of the game.
That was the game I was trying to remember. Thank you. Okami. That was the other game.
Yeah, it took me a minute. That was a good game too. Specials. I don't know what this is. Christmas mode. That sounds very silly.
Santa.
All right, well that is done, and I'm going to figure out a horror game for next week. Which one I should grab?
Oh jeez.
Mm.
I don't know if I have
Scary
any.
skeletons.
Yeah.